Tokyo, the capital of Japan. And at its heart is Marunouchi, a diverse business center that has functioned as the core of the Japanese economy for the last 100 years. It is a district of 120 hectares located between Tokyo Station and the Imperial Palace. Of the approximately 100 buildings in the area, around one-third are owned and managed by MITSUBISHI Estate. It is home to over 4,000 businesses, and around 40% of Tokyo's Fortune Top 500 companies can be found here, which matches that of New York. The 230,000 local workers are serviced by the greatest transportation network in Tokyo, boasting 13 railway lines and 7 subway lines. Despite Japan being infamously earthquake-prone, Marunouchi lies in the safest area of Tokyo, with low risk of the secondary effects of earthquakes such as building collapse or fire. In most cases, an earthquake may call for immediate evacuation, but the Marunouchi district has been designated as a safe district with the capacity to offer shelter. Furthermore, office buildings developed by Mitsubishi Estate in the district not only have seismic performance that is equivalent to or above what is required under the earthquake-resistant standards, a set of structural standards by which buildings must withstand a seismic intensity of upper 6 to 7 on the Japanese scale. In addition, office buildings constructed after 2002 have 1.5 times the seismic performance of normal skyscrapers. So what will happen in Marunouchi in the event of a major earthquake? When a big earthquake strikes, people first take shelter under desks to protect themselves. After the tremor stops, Mitsubishi Estate will mobilize the emergency disaster system if the earthquake exceeds a lower 6, a level at which it becomes difficult to remain standing in Tokyo on the Japanese scale. Employees will then take steps to deal with the disaster. Announcements will be made in all office buildings to report any damage, and clear instructions will be given to workers. Marunouchi has expert engineers from the Mitsubishi Estate Group, who along with cooperating construction companies can evaluate the degree of damage of buildings and quickly and appropriately carry out repairs of facilities and safety measures. Temporary first aid stations will be set up, and injured people have the option to be treated in English in cooperation with hospitals in the district. Those who have difficulty returning home due to disruptions to transportation networks can have access to emergency rations and temporary shelter. Furthermore, the 90 or so monitors in the district that are normally used for broadcasting local information will simultaneously switch to relaying disaster information released by the national broadcasting station. The service proved invaluable after the Tohoku earthquake, when it was used to communicate information to those in the area. The history of disaster management in Marunouchi dates back to the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923. An unprecedented catastrophe in Japan's history, drinking water and hot meals were handed out in Marunouchi, and various other aid was provided, including the opening of temporary clinics. This caused more than 400 government offices, banks, companies, and stores relocated to Marunouchi, and all the central functions of the city became concentrated in the area. The Marunouchi district continued to implement various measures of support until Tokyo had recovered. This spirit of disaster prevention has been passed down through the generations, and disaster drills have been carried out every year since 1926. Today, comprehensive countermeasures have become firmly established with the cooperation of the government and the local community. Moving forward, Marunouchi will continue evolving daily to realize a safe and secure city that protects people's lives and businesses.